Hey Blue Table fans, I'm in the local game shop with our guest stars, these guys. Yep, that's right, big smile. Local game shop owner Gary. He knows what he's talking about. What are we doing now, Willow?
Let's go.
All right, fantastic. Let's go already.
Okay, let's go.
All right, got my new Eldar Codex, so I know what I'm doing this weekend. Yeah, it's, by the way, it's awesome. This does not disappoint. Tons of goodies in there, and it's coming. It's coming really soon. That's right. That is fantastic. Yeah, that is Titan-sized, or close. Fantastic, guys. You guys are going to make that and paint it then this week? All right, I'll have to keep up with you then. All right, that's fantastic. All right, we're on our way back home. How was it?
Great.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, awesome.
All right. Oh, and show the fans this stuff here.
So this is
well, this is really for you guys, I guess, but go ahead.
So this is time with my snap. And
This is from the new Wraith Knight, and its sword is giant. Look at that.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I gotta get me one of those now. Hey, Blue Table fans. It is time to talk about the new Eldar Codex. And so I picked this up at the game shop this morning. As you know, Eldar are my fave. When I first started playing 40K, I picked Eldar. They just really spoke to me. I'd always been a fan of elves in science fiction and fantasy. Well, more fantasy than science fiction. So, you know, there's a lot of Eldar Codex reviews online. And, Guy, do you really want to see my face? Or do you want to see the actual book? Let's see if I can arrange that. All right, here we go. So, first off, let's just skip right ahead to the army list. Why not? And as you'll notice, there are, the HQs are ever so familiar. You got Ulthron, Eldar Ulthron. I always thought it was Ulthuan, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Prince Iriel, Illic Nightspear is a ranger special character. Then, of course, you have the Phoenix Lords, Asurman, Janezar, Karandras, Fuegan, Bahroth, and Maugan Ra. And that's how I say that. Avatar of Cain, I haven't really looked at him, although I did notice that he is one per detachment, so with multiple detachments, multiple avatars, apparently. And then, of course, an Autarch with a ton of different options, base of 70 points. A Farseer, a Spirit Seer makes Wraithguard and Wraithblade's troops choices. So the only problem with that army is obviously it's very short range, but it is extremely durable. Apparently there's going to be a downloadable Iyanden book, and Iyanden is the Wraith construct craft world. And then, of course, Warlock Council. Notably, now look at this. This is interesting. So a Warlock Council is 35 points per Warlock. They are level 1 Psychers. By the way, a Farseer is a Mastery level 3 Psycher, so yowza, right? And Warlock always takes his powers from Runes of Battle. So let's go ahead and go back to the War Gear list here. Runes of Battle. So there's 6 powers plus a Primaris power. And so think about that. You can have a unit of 10 Warlocks. And that's really, really amazing. They don't take up a Force Organization slot. They can take Eldar Jet Bikes at 15 points. And that is a really powerful option for them, increasing their save to 3+ and their toughness to 4. By the way, if I say anything that's amiss, please just let me know, and I will be more than happy to correct that. So Warlock Council, so that would be a lot of powers to ring up there. So so each power has like a positive and a negative, which is pretty cool. So for example, Quicken Restrain quickens a blessing that targets the Psyker, and him and his unit can run an additional D3 inches. And a Restrain is a malediction that prevents an enemy unit from running. So isn't that neat? By the way, if I seem a little under the weather, it's because I'm a little under the weather. Just kind of a whole body thing, kind of like almost stress really. So anyway, Dire Avengers. are back. They have the Avenger Shuriken Catapult, which now has Blade Storm. And as far as I can tell, Blade Storm means if they roll a 6 on the to wound roll, it is AP2. So I'm still trying to like figure that out. By the way, there's a ton to this book, an absolute ton. It's just oh my gosh. Okay, melee weapons. Here's range weapons. Shurikens. Blade Storm. Yeah, that's right. Roll of 6 to wound is wounded automatically, and the hit is resolved to AP2. So that's pretty incredible. Now, they don't... Dire Avengers, as far as I can tell, don't have the thing anymore where they can forego their next shooting phase in order to shoot an extra time. So, yeah, it's... Dire Avengers are pretty awesome. The only weird thing is apparently they come in a box of 5 models. And, oh, hold on a second. Okay, I think that's gone. All right. I'm processing video, which heats up the computer. So I thought for a second there the fan might not be on. All right, so Dire Avengers, 13 points each, and they're pretty cool. Almost all Eldar have what's called Battle Focus. In the rumors, I think it was called Battle Trance, which means they can shoot and run or run and shoot in the shooting phase. So it's really, really incredible. Just that is really going to make the Eldar army have a unique flavor and be a lot of fun. And in fact, the jet bikes have it as well. So the jet bikes can move 12, shoot and run, or run and shoot, and then move in the assault phase. So anyway, so same old for troops, just that the Storm Guardians are now a separate thing, so really change it. The big change with the Wave Serpent, wowza, ready for this? It's going to blow your mind. The Wave Serpent can now drop its shield, and, hold on, wrong place. As usual, everything's scattered throughout the Codex. You just have to kind of get to know it. Serpent Shield, so it can drop its shield, and it's 60-inch range, strength 7, assault D6 plus 1. That's 4 or 5 hits typically. Pinning and ignores cover. Good gracious. And the shield downgrades penetrating hits to glancing hits on a 2+. So that's pretty awesome. All right, so let's continue. This is just an overview. I haven't really read Howling Banshees, Striking Scorpions. Striking Scorpions have a ton of special rules. I do not believe that they need to buy them through their Exarch. So they just have Battle Focus, Fleet, Infiltrate, Move Through Cover, and Stealth. So just standard, which is pretty awesome. And they are 17 points each, which is not too bad. All right, so Fire Dragons now have a 3-up save. Scorpions have a 3-up save. Howling Banshees have a 4-up save. I do believe that the Swooping Hawks went from 5+ to 4+. I'm really not sure about that. I haven't looked that much into the aspects. Wraithguard are interesting. They are 32 points each, so that's a price decrease. Their toughness 6. What the heck? Also, they come on 40mm bases now. Let's see if I can find some. And they come in a box of 5. And I got to tell you, these models are pretty cool. And that you can make them troops. Boy, GW is just going to rake in the cash on those guys. Although Dire Avengers are like, and I think they're actually bigger. And obviously they're much more dynamic. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry if I'm kind of drifting here. In fact, how am I? Yeah, that's right. I had it wrong. All right, so anyway, they can have what's called a D-Scythe, which is a template weapon. It's like a flamer, strength 4, AP 2. Oh my gosh, that's just messed up. And of course, if you charge them, it's D3. It's D3 hits. So if you had a unit of 10, they would get 20 hits, strength 4, AP 2, and that would really, quite frankly, if you think about it, let's say a Space Marine equivalent was charging them, whatever it was, they would basically annihilate them. They'd get 20 hits, and they would, on average, and then 10 of those would wound at AP2, and it would basically destroy everything. So it's interesting because it makes it very hard to charge that unit. So yeah, its template weapon is a D scythe. So anyway, but that is plus 10 points per model, so it's 42 points per model. So yikes. And the Wraith Blades are really interesting. They're 32 points each, same stat line, and they can. Let's go back and just take a look, just because I don't think I remember what it is. Okay, Wraith. Okay, Ghost weapons. So is that right? Hold on. Ghost Axe and Force Shield. So Force Shield is a 4-up invulnerable. Is what they can have. And a Ghost Axe is plus 2 to their strength, bringing them to 7 strength. Oh my gosh, with AP2 and but unwieldy. So that's pretty awesome. Scorpion Chainsword plus 1 strength, AP6. That's kind of weird. All right, let's move on. Well, quite frankly, I really haven't got this far. You know, everyone's talking about the Wraith Knight. I'm sure you can find about a zillion things about that. It is strength 10, toughness 8, but there's a lot of things out there that can insta-kill things with no armor save, and the best it can have is a 5-up invulnerable. So I'm going to say the Wraith Knight is really a risky point sink, basically, and I think you'll see players taking smaller units that are not so many eggs in one basket. So let's see here. I think that's all I have to say about the Eldar book right now. Obviously, I have a ton more to read on it. I've just been spending all afternoon just reading every single word in here, and kind of phasing in and out of consciousness here. But I do thank you for tuning in, and I hope you got your inspiration for the day. Oh, also, don't forget we are a miniatures assembly and painting service. So if you want to have us get your Eldar army all done without any effort on your part, then we are more than happy to do that. Check the liner notes for contact information. It's currently projects at bluetablepainting.com. And we also have an awesome trade-in program. So you can trade in your old stuff for new stuff. All right, thanks for tuning in.